Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Logan County Fairgrounds and our 82nd anniversary of the Logan County Fair Queen Pageant. This is our third pageant of the day that we have had, and this is when our judges will determine our 2020 Miss Logan County Fair. My name is Cameron Hurst, and I'll be taking you through this evening. First and foremost, we do want to go ahead and extend a huge thank you out to our pageant crew. Obviously, we know that this year has brought on many challenges, many things that none of us had foreseen at the beginning of this year. We are doing things differently, and we have tried our best to be respectful of social distancing, remembering the health and hygiene of everyone here. So if we would just take a moment for our pageant crew, they really have gone above and beyond. Before we go ahead and get going tonight, we're going to go ahead and do something just a little off script. It's going to take just a moment here, but I think it's something that we need to go ahead and recognize. 2 years ago, the Logan County Fair Association lost a very proud supporter, a very prominent member, and our board president, Dean Bruns. Dean was a very vital part of the Fair Association for over 50 years. Dean loved the fair. Probably one of Dean's most proud moments of the fair was the opening night and the Logan County Fair Queen Pageant. And Dean loved his queens. I'm still amazed at how a man in his 90s could still earn the respect and the smile of every pretty girl that he came across. We've been honored to go ahead and to recognize Dean Bruns and our Miss Congeniality as the recipient of the Dean Bruns Memorial Miss Congeniality Award, which we will go ahead and honor later on tonight. If we could please, for just a moment, take a brief moment of silence, if you would, and honor our partner friend, longtime board president, Dean Bruns. Thank you for that. I know Dean is looking down on all of us, smiling, and he is right here along with us, wanting us to have fun tonight, and can't wait until we crown our 2020 Miss Logan County. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, at this time, please rise and face the colors of the flag. Gentlemen, would perhaps please, and we also invite all veterans and active members of the military to salute the flag as we present our national anthem. Performing our national anthem tonight is our 2019 Junior Miss, Anna Kendrick. Folks, we have a great pageant for you this evening with an outstanding group of contestants from all over the corners of Logan County. I know that they will feel much better, more comfortable, and more at ease tonight if we show our support for them throughout the evening with loud and thunderous applause. We would like to go ahead and begin our festivities tonight by welcoming our 2019 Miss Logan County Fair Queen, Scotty Kretzinger, escorted to the stage by her father, Joe Kretzinger. Thank you to Queen Sky and all of our 2020 contestants. We would now like to introduce our pageant judges with us this evening. They were also the ones that selected our Little Miss and Junior Miss earlier this afternoon. We're very fortunate to have 3 judges with us this afternoon. We have with us from Carlisle, Illinois, Lori Jansen. From Hoffman, Illinois, Sherilyn Minch. And from Hickmanville, Illinois, Roger Brand. Thank you all for joining us here today. We appreciate the countless hours that you put in leading up to the pageant as well as today, so we are very, very fortunate for that. We also have 2 more introductions as we begin things this evening. Please welcome our 2019 Little Miss, Jolie Grisha. Jolie is formerly from Chestnut, the daughter of Brent and Lynette Grisha. Jolie has been a wonderful representation for Logan County this year. We are all sad to see her reign coming to an end. She did go ahead and relinquish her crown earlier today at our 1 o'clock pageant. Jolie, it really has been a pleasure getting to know you over the past year. Our 2019 Little Miss, Jolie Grisha. And our 2019 Junior Miss Logan County, Anna Kendrick. Anna is from Atlanta and the daughter of Sean and Rhonda Kendrick. Anna has also been a great representation for the fine folks in Logan County and has represented the fair so well in festivals, pageants, and events throughout Logan County over the last year. And she was able to go ahead and see that rank come to an end at our 3 o'clock Junior Miss pageant. Anna and Jolie, we certainly will miss both of you immensely. Our 2019 Junior Miss Logan County, Anna Kendrick. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the time for our communication skill competition. This is worth 30% of each young lady's score tonight. Each of the contestants will go ahead and speak on a topic of her choice for 1 minute. If you would, help me welcome back to the stage contestant number 1, Jaden Lawrence.
When you take that small fire that's inside of you and share it with others, the possibilities of where it could go are endless. This was stated by Illinois State FFA reporter Brady McCormick in his retirement speech. We're often asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I've had a few ideas, but recently realized exactly what I want to do. I've been blessed to know people growing up who have allowed me to work with animals on their farms. And although I've never lived on one, I've always been passionate for livestock. My goal is to share my passion and build upon those opportunities that I was given. I would like to teach animal science, and in addition, I intend to open a barn right here in Logan County where local foragers can put their passion into practice. I want to share that small fire that was lit inside of me with as many children as possible. So Logan County, I ask that when you go through your day-to-day life, think to yourself, how can I share my fire? Thank you.
Jaden Prince earned her bachelor's degree in conservation biology from Lincoln College. Her next step is to build upon that by obtaining a master's degree in animal science. With those degrees in hand, Jaden would like to return to her community and share her education with the next generation. The goal to open a barn in which local foragers could raise livestock. This will allow her to share the opportunity that others offered her when she was in 4-H and did not necessarily live on a farm. Contestant number 1, Jaden Lawrence. Contestant number 2, Aiden Dewar.
My definition of a role model, a 4-year-old. Now there are a million reasons why my niece is my role model, but I know how can I be a 4-year-old
you're in search of a role model, I suggest you try looking down and set it up.
Students who are training for a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing and a minor in Spanish from Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville. She has a specific interest in pediatric nursing and would like to work for a children's hospital one day after she completes her training and after obtaining her BSA. Faith's overall goal is to become a pediatric nurse practitioner with her DNP and eventually hold a managerial position within a hospital. Contestant number 2, Faith Dewar. Contestant number 3, Caroline Ahrens.
Sometimes you have to get lost to find yourself. Back in 2017, my foreign project led me to Japan. I stayed with 2 host families and rode the train into the city every day. But on my first solo trip, I got off at the wrong station. I was so scared. I knew I stepped outside my comfort zone and asked complete strangers for help. 3 hours later, I had navigated the busy Tokyo streets and arrived at my school. By going on this 4-H exchange to Japan, I became more confident, adaptable, and appreciative of other cultures. 4-H encourages you to get lost while exploring new hobbies or skills. We learn by doing, and county fairs like this one are showcases for youth to show their passions and to make the best better. I got lost, but my 4-H adventures have made me the person I am today.
Upon completing high school, Caroline plans on attending college and majoring in elementary school education while minoring in Spanish. After obtaining a degree in education, she would like to get her TEFL certification to teach English abroad in foreign countries. Once she has traveled the world teaching, Caroline may come back to the United States and become an elementary school teacher or go wherever life takes her. Contestant number 3, Caroline Ahrens. Contestant number 4, Abby Stiefvater. study biology and psychology, and then attend a top-tier medical school. She's aspiring to be a pediatric oncologist and would like to work at a hospital very similar to St. Jude Children's Hospital. She also hopes to create a rescue ranch for abused and abandoned animals of all kinds. disabled or sick children can come and learn valuable life lessons by working with their animals. Contestant number 4, Abby Stevar. Contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley.
Cupcakes. My answer every time my grandma asked me what I wanted to make for her. Baking was when we spent our quality time together. But little did I know she was teaching me so much more. Typically, we would make far too many. So, we would make deliveries to the neighbors. Her way of showing how to give. Grandma was a giver and caretaker, always wanting what was best for those around her and putting others first. After her passing, I truly began to realize how big of a role model she was to me. Her guidance has led me to volunteer at various events, including a few general show guard events at the fair. When it became time for me to make my career choice, her impact on my life became even more evident. I wanted to be a caretaker. I am going to be a nurse. As Pooh Bear once said, we didn't know we were making memories, we just knew we were having fun. Who knew Grandma was providing me with the recipe for life?
Katie is currently a student at Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington with a major in nursing and a minor in international studies. She plans to obtain her degree in May of 2022. Following graduation, she will begin working as a registered nurse here in town at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital. Katie's hope is to also continue medical mission work in developing countries, especially in Haiti. Long term, she dreams to begin her own clinic in or near Pageant, Haiti, where she will be able to not only assist with medical care needs in the area, but also create jobs and opportunities for local patients. Contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. Contestant number 6, Grace Skelton.
Ready, set, go. Everyone knows that those 3 words are a call to action. But how often do you get up and go for your own health? I may be a nursing major, but I will admit, I am not the first to jump in the driver's seat for a checkup. However, those yearly checkups can save your life. During this pandemic, I experienced my own health crisis, something that could have significantly altered my life. I took the steps to not delay my care, and after lab work, ultrasounds, a CAT scan, and even a biopsy, it was better news than expected. At times, it may seem easier to sit in the back seat, but it is your responsibility to take the wheel, be brave, and focus on your own health. Don't delay your care. Visit your doctor, schedule your mammogram, and book your colonoscopy so that you can be ready for your next race. I am not sure what I will hear from the surgeon tomorrow, but I know that I am ready to go and win my race.
Grace is a junior at Southeast Missouri State University in Cape Girardeau, completing a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing. After graduating from Southeast Missouri State, she plans to continue her studies to gain her nurse practitioner certification. Grace's future plans do include nursing, including returning to Central Illinois to provide health care in the region. Contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. Contestant number 7, Shannon Cabot. Music is one of her main passions, and she then plans to go on to pursue her Master of Music degree from the University of Illinois. She is in the final phase of receiving her Associate of the Royal Conservatory Toronto diploma from the Royal Conservatory of Music in Toronto, Canada. Upon completion, Shannon plans to partner with her current piano instructor in developing conservatory music in Bloomington. She would love to perform worldwide and share her love of music and share her gift with the rest of the world. Contestant number 7, Shannon Cabot. Logan County, let's go ahead and give our 2020 contestants a big, loud, and thunderous applause as we go ahead and welcome them back to the stage. Ladies, if you would please. Contestant number 1, Jaden Lawrence. Contestant number 2, Faith Dewar. Contestant number 3, Caroline Ahrens. Contestant number 4, Abby Stevehotter. Contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. Contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. Contestant number 7, Shannon Cabot. And thank you, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to take this time to welcome our former Logan County royalty in attendance with us this evening. We are going to do things a little differently this year as we've done in the past, as opposed to bringing them up on stage in the past. We're going to ask that they just remain at their seats, give us a quick wave, and we'll go ahead and update you on what is currently going on in their lives. We would like to go ahead and recognize our 2009 Little Miss, Imogen Warner. She is looking forward to becoming a sophomore in high school. Our 2013 Miss Logan County, Crystal Quint. Crystal very excited to share with us that she has received a new job in teaching kindergarten. Our 2013 Little Miss, Celia Cross. Celia is going to be going into 7th grade this fall at Hartsburg Camden. She participates in volleyball, softball, and speech, and is also a member of our church youth group. Our 2018 Miss Logan County, Molly Shedd. Molly has completed her freshman year of agriculture education at the University of Illinois and is now taking a year off to serve as the Illinois FFA State Vice President. Our 2011 Little Miss, as well as our 2018 Junior Miss, Julia Collins. Julia is excited for the fall as she will be a freshman at Columbia High School. Our 2012 Little Miss and our 2017 Junior Miss, Carson Mott. Carson is very excited and happy to share with everyone that she will be turning 16 next week. Our 2016 Miss Logan County and a member of our pageant crew, Michelle Hollis. Off to my right here. Michelle has been busy helping our pageant crew and is also hard at work with Farm Credit Services of Illinois in Sherman. Our 2010 Miss Logan County and our pageant director, Bethany Rademacher. Bethany is not only our pageant director, but has been a member of the pageant crew for 10 years. Our 1974 Miss Logan County, Elise Gleason Barnes. Elise is just a few years away from her retirement at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital. She has been in physical therapy for over 40 years, and she's been helping patients get stronger and feeling the best they possibly can. Always honored to attend the pageant every year. Good luck to the girls, and may your dreams come true. Elise, always a pleasure to have you back with us. As well as all of our returning royalty, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, a round of applause for these ladies that have come back with us after all these years. Our former Logan County royalty, if you would, a round of applause for them, ladies. All right, Logan County, before we go ahead and bring our 2020 contestants back out on stage, I would like to go ahead and ask Queen Sky for her assistance as we go ahead and draw for our $100 raffle drawing winner. These raffle tickets that we are drawing for were sold by our 2020 Miss Contestants. They did a wonderful job getting the community involved. Go ahead and roll them on up, give them a good shake. You do not need to be present to win this raffle. If you are the winner, we just kindly ask that you hang on to your ticket and visit our pageant crew at the end of the pageant, and we will present you with your winnings. Our raffle winner and winner of $100 is Jerry Monk. So congratulations, Jerry. You are joining us tonight. Please visit our pageant crew afterwards. We will present you with your winnings on that. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to direct your attention to your programs that you received this evening when you came in. Please take note of all the sponsors that have made this day possible. As I mentioned before, we did things differently this year by breaking up the competition into 3 separate segments instead of having it all at once tonight. So our sponsors and our contributors for that, we are very thankful for their patronage each and every year. Logan County, thank you for your support, and your appreciation is definitely noticed. For you audience members tonight, the competition is made up of many parts, but one portion that you typically see on stage and you will not see this year is the beauty and physique portion of the competition, which is also known as our swimsuit competition. You won't see that this year because we decided to transition gears a little bit and respect social distancing as well as time constraints with our pageant. The beauty and physique competition, otherwise known as the swimsuit competition, is worth 15% of each young lady's score. This portion of the competition was actually done during our interviews with our judges earlier today. We went ahead and took care of that earlier this afternoon. We're trying to keep our dressing room use to a minimum, and this will help keep social distancing a top priority for us. At this time, though, we are going to ask our 2020 Queen contestants back on stage individually, this time in evening gown. They will answer a top question, which is worth 5% of their total score. They do not know what the question is before it is asked. Each question is being asked individually to the contestants, and each contestant is being individually held backstage in the dressing room until it's her turn to come back on stage. This will also give us the opportunity to learn a little bit more about our 2020 Miss Contestants. Logan County would help me welcome back to the stage contestant number 1, Jaden Lawrence. Good evening, Jaden. I have your top question here for you. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you 2 times. Jaden, your top question is, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Trump? Again, your question is, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to give to our president?
I would like to tell him that if he is re-elected as president, to keep in mind to keep representing our country as best as he can.
Contestant number 1, Jaden enjoys working with animals. Fishing and hunting are some of her favorite hobbies. Jaden has been actively involved in 4-H for many years, showing sheep the past few years. She also exhibited her 2018 Scramble Steer last show season. Jaden also enjoys swimming and dancing competitively. She was selected to participate in the Peer Mentor program at Lincoln College, which helped her discover her interest in working with students in the younger generation. Some of her special honors include dance captain, various officer positions within 4-H, National Honor Society, and being named to the president's list at Lincoln College. Jaden was also a recipient of the 2019 Dean Bruns Memorial Miss Congeniality Award during our pageant last year, and was also a recipient of the Ross Conrad Memorial 4-H Scholarship and the Alice Jalowski 4-H Foundation Scholarship. Contestant number 1, Jaden Lawrence. Contestant number 2, Faith Dewar. Good evening, Faith. I have your top question here. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you twice. Faith, your question is, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Trump? Again, your question is, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
I would say a message to send to President Trump is to be an advocate for the people and to not settle for an average answer for his political money.
Contestant number 2, some of Faith's hobbies include going to country music concerts, traveling, trying new restaurants, and enjoying the outdoors. Faith especially enjoys going to as many SIU sporting events with friends during her study breaks. Also enjoying expanding her knowledge of the Spanish language by listening to Spanish music and watching Spanish media. Some of her special honors include being named to the Dean's List every semester of her college career at Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville, National Society of Leadership and Success, the Mount Pulaski High School co-salutatorian, and recipient of various scholarships, including the 2017 Logan County Fair Pageant Miss Congeniality. Contestant number 2, Faith Dewar. Contestant number 3, Caroline Aarons. Good evening, Caroline. I have your top question here. It is a little lengthy, so I will ask it to you twice. Caroline, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Trump? Again, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
I would like to give Donald Trump the message that everybody is watching him and that he should represent himself how he wants the American people to act as well.
Running, playing soccer, and also enjoys baking, listening to audiobooks, and volunteering at various events. She has a passion for traveling and loves to learn about new cultures while teaching others about what she has learned. Some of her special honors include one as Outstanding 4-H-year Award, a high honor student, the Lincoln Community High School Athletic Academic Honor Roll, and she was also named the recipient of the Lady Whaler Soccer Hustle Award. Contestant number 3, Caroline Aarons. Contestant number 4, Abby Steepotter. Good evening, Abby. I have a top question here. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you twice. Abby, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Donald Trump? Again, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
I would like to tell them to make sure that everybody's free and equal and that everybody deserves the same rights, no matter who they are, what they are, what they believe.
Abby loves including her high school and Good News choirs. She loves spending time outdoors and loves to learn about this area's rich history, especially the stories of former President Abraham Lincoln. Some of her special achievements include being officer of the History Club, Math Club, League Club, and Student Government while in high school, Academic All Conference for track, cross country, and the Scholastic Bowl. Abby has placed in the State Fair Quarter Horse Show 7 times and was invited to participate in the College Board of National Recognition Programs and the Congress of Future Medical Leaders. It was an award of distinction where she also presented and sang the national anthem. Contestant number 4, Abby Steepotter. Contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. Good evening, Katie.
Good evening.
I have your top question here. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you twice. Katie, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Donald Trump? Again, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
I think one important message that our president needs to remember is that he is fighting for all of us. He is representing the entire United States, not just himself as an individual. So his ears need to be open to other opinions, but also respectful at the same time.
Katie tends to spend time outdoors, whether it be biking, walking, swimming, or other fun outdoor activities. During this quarantine, she began sewing and has greatly enjoyed making various craft projects and enjoyed being able to spend extra time with her niece. Katie's special honors include the 2019 Miss Logan County Fair Queen second runner-up, an alumni scholarship recipient for Illinois Wesleyan University, as as well as the Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital Foundation Scholar. Katie was a member of the Lincoln Community High School girls soccer team for 3 years, National Honor Society for 2 years, and was swim team captain for 1 year, as well as being a state math competitor and a member of the academic all-conference team. Contestant number 5, Katie Humsley. Contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. Good evening, Grace.
Good evening.
I have your top question here. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you twice. Grace, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Donald Trump? Again, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
I would like to tell our president to keep doing what he is doing because I feel that we should respect the president as Americans.
Grace's favorite hobbies include tennis, soccer, volunteering leadership with youth programs. She also enjoys visual arts, being focused on painting and ceramics. She has a special interest in senior care, and she was honored to provide home services to family and friend who was recovering from surgical complications. Her special achievements include being named Dean's List, National 4-H Congress delegate for the state of Illinois, a presenter to the U.S. Department of Labor. Grace was also the Illinois Girls State Delegate, Zonta Young Women in Public Affairs and Career Scholarship, and was also Illinois Masonic Healthcare Scholarship recipient and was named to the Apollo Conference All-Conference Athlete and Academic Award winner. Contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. Contestant number 7, Shannon Cabot. Good evening, Shannon.
Good evening.
I have your top question. It is a little lengthy, so I will read it to you twice. Shannon, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to send to President Donald Trump? Again, democracy depends on the voice of its people. What message would you like to get to our president?
The message that I would like to give to Donald Trump is to be kind and always represent the United States as he should be.
Swimming and dancing. She also enjoys bike riding and running and just completed a 5K this past January. Shannon's other hobbies include photography, traveling to new places, researching new music, and performing in recitals with a variety of bands. Special honors include the Lincoln College President's List, Lincoln College Academic Scholar, the Pepco Memorial Scholarship recipient, Lincoln College Cheer Scholarship, as well as a member of the Apollo Conference Honors Band in high school. Shannon was also a part of the UCA All-American Cheerleader. Contestant number 7, Shannon Cabot. While our 2020 contestants are lining up backstage, let's give them a big round of applause. That question was not an easy one. Now at this time, we would like to go ahead and bring our 2020 Queen contestants back out as a group, and let's really welcome them this time. Ladies, if you would. We've reached the end of the competition, but before we go ahead and recognize the judges, and while they go ahead and make their final decisions, ladies, if you would, remain on stage for just a moment. Folks, if you would like to go ahead and gather up a photo opportunity, this would be a perfect opportunity for it. In years past, we've asked the ladies to close in for pictures. We would like to respect social distancing. If you would like to gather a moment right now for a great photo opportunity, please feel free to do so. We are nearing the end, and as our judges make their final decision, we will escort our 2020 contestants off the stage. As I say one final time, thank you, ladies. We would like to welcome back our 2019 Miss Logan County Sky Singer to the stage for her farewell speech and final wave. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please welcome our 2019 Queen Sky Singer.
Good evening, Logan County. I would like to start off by saying thank you for coming out and tuning in tonight and supporting myself, my littles, and the contestants. Being out in the community was one of our favorite experiences this year. Whether it be ribbon cuttings, packing cookies with Little Miss Jolie, saving Junior Miss Anna and Miss Alba, and everything in between, there was always an adventure awaiting us. If you would have asked us at our crowning last year what our year would look like, I hadn't doubt we would ever think of ending our year in a pandemic and a crowd full of people with masks and half of our audience tuning in via social media. But here we are, retiring during a pandemic. Our year was cut short, and we had to roll some punches, but we're here, creating new memories and trying our best to sustain some normalcy. This year was full of adventures, matching outfits, laughs, jokes, and a whole lot of love. I gained 2 Sash sisters, and will forever be grateful. Junior Miss Anna, thank you for being my #1 fan, making the best boomerangs and teaching me how to take the best picture and my very first TikTok dance. Your kindness and love that you show to everyone is truly one of the things I admire most about you. Always be true to who you are, and I know you'll end up far in life. You keep telling me that this is our last and this is our goodbye, but I'm sorry to tell you, you're not getting rid of me so easily. And neither are you, Little Miss Jolie. Your spitfire personality, jokes, and ability to hold your own fits perfectly in our sisterhood. Thank you for reminding me to have some fun, ride some rides, and enjoy every single moment. You are one of the smartest little girls I know. You will go far, far, far in life. You both mean so much to me. I cannot wait to see where life takes you. I promise to always be your Sash sister, cheerleader, secret keeper, friend, and whatever else you may need. You both will always have a special place in my heart. Mom and Dad, thank you for being such good support and somehow always managing to embarrass me along the way. Mom, thank you for spending countless hours securing my crown just for it to fall off again, covering my shifts at work so I can make it to events, and always reminding me that if I don't leave now, I'm going to be late, and it doesn't matter if my hair is half done and my makeup's half done, I got to go now. Dad, thank you for being my personal Instagram boomerang photographer, driving me to countless events, even if I tell you at the very last minute, telling me that my outfit looks good, even though you really have no idea, and most importantly, thank you for not letting that make me the woman I am today, and I thank you for that. To my grandparents, thank you for always making sure that I have every dress that I need, and letting me have my own house at your house. Letting me watch 90 Day Fiancé with you when I show up 2 hours early for practice. And for everything else that you do. Jeanette, Mary, and Maddie, thank you for being my dories and reminding me to just keep swimming, and sometimes helping me stay afloat. Jamie, you spent 4 days with me, waking up at 5 a.m. and still managed to put up with me and make sure my hair and makeup was presentable. No matter how hungry I was, I appreciate you. Brandon, Hunter, Austin, Cooper, and Logan. You guys are my biggest fans, biggest critics, and best friends. Brandon, thank you for always being my queen mom when mom was out. Thank you for coming to events with me and telling me, you should not wear that. And making sure that all your friends, especially Chloe, knew that I was a queen. Thank you for always reminding me that just because I was the queen of the county did not mean I was the queen of the house. I got told that a lot. It was always an adventure, and you guys are always going for a ride. I love you all. Logan County, thank you for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This year as your queen was one I will cherish forever, and I'll never forget the memories that Junior Miss Anna and I and little Miss Sylvie made. It was such a great year, and thank you for allowing us to have all those wonderful opportunities. I will forever be grateful for this experience, but now it's time for me to say goodbye. But I'm not a fan of goodbyes, so instead I'm deciding to say hello. Hello to new adventures, for myself, my littles, and the 2020 royalty. I will forever be grateful for this experience. It has been an honor serving you, Logan County. For the last time, I am Sky Pretzner, your 2019 Miss Logan County Fair Queen.
Your 2019 Miss Logan County, Sky Pretzner. Sky, as we mentioned before, with our Junior Miss and Little Miss, we have certainly had the honor and the privilege of getting to know you over this past year. It was my honor to help Sky earlier this year when we were competing for the state pageant. We had a few practice rounds of a mock interview that I was fortunate enough to be sitting on that panel with. Sky was very, very appreciative of our help and very responsive of our constructive criticism that we had that night. So we were very thankful for that and very thankful to get to know her over the last year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moments away from finding out our 2020 Miss Logan County Fair Queen royalty. Before we go ahead and find and read the judges' finals announcement, we will go ahead and thank them for their service one last time. Our judges for all day today, all 3 pageants, Sherilyn Mitch, Lori Jansen, and Roger Moran. Thank you very much. Our 2020 Miss Logan County will also join our newly crowned Little Miss Aubrey Rogers and our newly crowned Junior Miss Grace Carter, both of them sitting in the front row here that were crowned earlier this afternoon. All 3 of these ladies will have an exciting year ahead of them. Our awards presentation will go ahead and begin this evening with the Miss Contestant that connected with the most Logan County businesses. She will go ahead and receive a $20 thank you. Ladies, if you would, to the stage so we can begin our Our first award for the Miss Contestant who connected with the most businesses in Logan County and the recipient of $20 is contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. The next award that we are going to go ahead and present is for the Miss Contestant who sold the most raffle tickets amongst friends and family. She will receive a $20 thank you, and that contestant is contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. The next award that we would like to present tonight is our Miss Congeniality Award. This award is voted on by contestants only. This award is also a memorial to our past Fair Board President, Dean Bruns, and is sponsored by the Dean Bruns family and from the Dean Bruns Memorial Fund. Tonight's Dean Bruns Memorial Miss Congeniality winner is contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. As I have our final results in front of me here, I would like to just take a moment to go ahead and read a nice handwritten note here from our judges. Nicely done, ladies. Best wishes and congratulations to you all. Thank you very much. Our 2020 second runner-up is contestant number 6, Grace Skelton. Our 2020 first runner-up is contestant number 5, Katie Hunsley. The next young woman that we're going to congratulate will join our newly crowned Little Miss and Junior Miss and is going to have an exciting, fun-filled year ahead of her. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Miss Logan County Fair is contestant number 2, Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your 2020 Miss Logan County Faith Tour. Congratulations to Queen Faith and all of our contestants this evening. You all did a wonderful job up here, so we're very proud of you. All photos should be done on site at the building at this time, as we will go ahead and close off the building for cleaning. Parents, you are welcome to go ahead and take photos outside as well as visit outside for a moment. We do thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your weekend with us. We appreciate your patience and we appreciate everything that you've done as we've helped respect social distancing and everything to ensure the health and safety of everyone here